Come one, come all, and welcome to Harry the BFD's Webcast. Today I shall do what I was promising to do somewhere along the first several webcasts or so. I am going to rant, because I am angry about something slightly. I'm usually not a very angry person, but I'm somewhat slightly angry about this thing that I'm about to rant about today, and I'm rocking back and forth for no reason. I'm about to run out of air. Okay, I'm better now. I shall rant about this. A book. And this book called Chew on This. Do you know what it's about? It's about fast food, primarily McDonald's, but also sometimes Burger King or Wendy's. But mostly it's just about fast food. Yes. Now, for those of you who do not know, about a week ago, give or take a few hours, of course, I lost half of my voice. It wasn't like laryngitis or anything, like, I can't talk. No. Actually, I lost the lower half, like, here's my voice, I lost this much. I lost this much. I lost the lower half of my vocal range. I could talk like this, but I couldn't talk like this, but recently, in the last 24 to 36 hours, I have been getting my voice back. It's not completely back, but at least I can still do this. Okay. On to business. Devil book. I call it the devil book because I have to read it. I am forced to read it. Otherwise, I would not be even talking about it right now. Most of the time, I just call a book that I am forced to read that I do not like evil, but I'm calling this the devil book because not only is it a book that I do not want to read, but also it doesn't have a story or a plot. It's one of those books that just full of useless information. Completely and totally useless information. You know, want to know something about books full of useless information? Well, actually, I read a lot of those. But mostly they're about quantum physics and nanotechnology and life's imponderables, which is all those little questions that you've always wanted to ask but never knew who to ask. It's about this thick, which is why I've never read all of it yet. But yes, bad book. Actually, here's a fun little tidbit. Look at what it says about itself. Everything you don't want to know about fast food. Darkness, light. Yes, that is true. I do not want to know these things. I do not. Do you know what this tells me? A book this thick. Do you know what it tells me? It tells me fast food is unhealthy. Want to know something? I know that. You know that. The random hobo that lives somewhere knows that. Everybody knows fast food is unhealthy. We eat it anyway. I mean, I knew fast food was unhealthy before I could even say the word fast food. I knew McDonald's was unhealthy before I could even say the word McDonald's. That's a very hard word to say anyway. I was a little baby sitting in my cradle, and I was saying, McDonald's not healthy. Give me bottle, Baba. Baby bottle, pop, lick it, dip it and shake it. Wow, that was a tangent. But I'm good at those tangents. Whoosh! But yes, I knew it's unhealthy, but I still eat it anyway. Why? Because it's cheap. It's tasty, and it's, for the most part, filling. Yes. And I wish I had a Big Mac beside me that I would eat, and I would just go, and I would eat it in front of you, and I would be like, I don't care if it's unhealthy. And you know what? The news in this book make it seem like all of America is overweight and obese. It's not. I mean, most of the people I know, people that I go to school with, my family, the overweight people are the exception. For the most part, we are at least normal. We're not as skinny as this, but we're not large. But this book and everybody else is trying to make it seem like, oh my god, everybody is overweight. No. Overweight people are for the most part the minority. Hey, maybe they can get like a scholarship to college for minorityness. But yes. Bad book. Evil book. Devil book. Bad. And see, it's so evil that if I hold it on camera, it makes everything go dark. It is a book of darkness. Okay. I have something seriously wrong with me today. Yeah, okay. Harry the BFD has left the doghouse, and hopefully we'll be eating fast food sometime soon. Goodbye.